Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we've been given a lineup which suggests a 3-6-1 formation. Jim?
Well, I'd be surprised if this were to remain as defensive as it's shaping up to be, Peter. You know, even 3-5-2, and the second striker sounds much better in approach. So if this genuinely becomes an exercise in getting behind the ball, we're in for something rather unambitious and unadventurous. And I hope that's not the case.
Got underway here pretty promptly. He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. It's not taking him long. That's going to be a booking. They've got rid, and it's Bellanova, and he cuts out the supply. Can he spark a counter here? Grunbeck shifted upfield, face to face. Rafa Silva! Aim forwards. Atalanta have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager is going to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
There will be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Atalanta were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And now the breakaway, Rafa Silva! Bushpigar gently done. And that could set him on his way. Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Scavani. Duron played into space. And the shot!
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Really well manoeuvred, cuts out the pass. Atalanta were grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
That's been won straight back. Atalanta going wide appreciably more than they had been.
Yeah, they're just making more of the increased time on the ball there and asking some interesting questions too, whether it's bringing someone into play or drifting inside. Good movement.
Succumbs to the pressure. It's a mighty looking ball, that. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Great defending, strong and determined. Rustigard, it's a sharp pass. And back to the goalkeeper. Scalvini moved on forwards. And it's played forward, and it's hoisted clear. Rustigard forwards and with intent. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they can counter here. And it's Pasalic. He can run onto that. Scamacca, and he's lost his... And the shot!
Sloppy to lose the ball like that due to the ease which they were able to cut through with from there. That definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pasalic. Back towards the other side. Villanova. Lofted upfield. Brunbeck does really well to win the ball there. He is onto it in a flash. And the finish! It's a loose ball. That's going to go a long way. Brunbeck. Good defending, albeit. Got a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The road. That's a good run down the left. Zalewski, Pasalic wins the duel this time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. They're not going to make any further progress now. Villanova. Rustigard shifted upfield. Kolasinac finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Ball's gone out of play. Plays it through, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Scamacca does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, nicely intercepted. Zalewski, now he's got space here. Skamaka with a beautifully timed run. And they've got a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Aim forwards. He is through here. The first 45 minutes are so steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. That's a cute ball. Great ball if he can get there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Zalewski. Derone. Skamaka. Skamaka! Rafa Silva, Malinovsky, Ekuban, and that could set him on his way. So, can he finish? Well-deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Header comes in! It's not that completely wrong. Carboni tries a deft little ball. Oh, super find. That has been knocked clear. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Onana. It's really well manoeuvred. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Spread out to the left. Belanova. Does really well to win the ball there. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Pasalic. Pasalic. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, what a try! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Malinovsky. And It's made its way to... And can he finish it? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now that's well seen too. Carboni. Pasalic. Malinovsky. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Zalewski. Carboni looking for a runner. Well, played right into his path. Oh, some tackle up.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on tugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance to shoot. It's anyone's ball now. Malinovsky gets good distance on it. Pasalic, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Skamaka! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Skamaka is offering a wry smile there. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Atalanta have a free kick. Scalvini. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well-timed, excellent interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that should have been two.
What a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. Atalanta surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Maldini.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's run loose here. Cornet. And the shot! It really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all here. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble there.
Oh, smashing! Played in here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cross chance! So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Needs a quality cross. Malinovsky put backward here. Chance to deliver. And that's it. shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
That's a fairly...
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. In a trice. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Baturina, Alberto Moreno. Aim forwards. It's come to nothing. And that's a goal kick. Sergio Roberto. Baturina. That's really well manoeuvred. Back. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Clipped into space. They've won a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Moved on forwards. That's been won straight back. Malinovsky. And it's played forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is lovely. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nice touch. Cross in. It's a mighty effort! Gently done. And he's picked out the run. That's a good ball. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
danger. Quality ball. So we're still where we started right now. Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto. This is good, that's a foul. That has been knocked clear. Rafa Silva. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Aim forwards. Rafa Silva. Over to the left. He's through here. Chance for a shot! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely critical.
The first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put him on plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Østigard forwards and with intent. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Baturina is, of course, making his first start in quite a while now. Nice control. There are a few waiting for it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's Baturina. Oh, this is a... Morata! That was superb!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rafa Silva. Thrown back. Clears it away. And it is over the line. Can he deliver? That's good play. And back out it comes. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rafa Silva! That was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Now the delivery. He's dealt with that well. Gets good distance on it. That's really well manoeuvred. So that's going to be another corner. He is just caressing the ball. And they've got rid. That gets away.
Just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Malinovsky. Thinks one from Malinovsky! That's a simple one for the keeper. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Brilliantly cut out. it upfield. Calmly anticipates. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Morata played out to the left flank. Baturina. Morata spread out to the left. Morata unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kakare. Baturina. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cross it goes. Sergio Roberto. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to...
The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Onana with the clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Alberto Moreno. Does well to get it back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And out it comes again.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
It's an imaginative pass. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's found him there. So, what can they come up with here? They're taking a moment to consider their options. That has been knocked clear. Chooses to go back. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here, and he shoots!
everything starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Moved on forwards. What a throw in. Oh, easy pickings there.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
And here's Morata. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's gone for goal. And the ball's come loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Could be danger here. He's got away. And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. That's a nicely weighted pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Quick ball upfield, cuts out the pass. Sergio Roberto chooses to go cross-field. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he cuts out the supply. Kemp. Tries to dink it through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Coming under serious pressure here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Roberto Moreno does really well to win the ball there. Ustigard, long ball upfield. Chakare. Cleared away. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose he did need a little change.
And it's Baturina. Baturina. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's put paid to a promising move. Well, that's well seen too. Malinovsky do have a chance to counter here. Baturina. Plugged away. Baturina. Onana wins the duel this time. Nicely intercepted. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Grönbeck. Little doubt, that is a foul. Kick's been given. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Ostergaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rafa Silva, too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Ball's played through. Now here's the delivery. Ostergaard can get it clear. Torina. Defending of the desperate variety. Rafa Silva. Time, excellent interception. So, what can they make of this? Tries a measured ball. He's had a shot! Now that's a fine challenge. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, where can I start? There's so much to admire in this team and how they went about things, very tidy and yet retaining all the necessary battling qualities you want from a team.
Well, good afternoon to you. It is an imperfect day, far from the perfect backdrop to a game so highly anticipated, but it is far too special, too important an occasion to be beaten by the elements. There is quite a buzz here. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with 2 strikers, 2 wing-backs, and potentially 2 runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Real, can he finish? Malinovsky. Lofted upfield. Malinovsky. Rafa Silva. Miretti, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to... looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Thuram. Oh, nice touch. Great defending, strong and determined. Conceição. And that was very necessary. Cross goes in there. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Well timed, excellent interception. Rugani. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Vlahovic. Oh, that's a very decent chance!
That was not quite the end product required. He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's a good run down the right. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Malinovsky. Now it's Optenda. Does really well to win the ball there. Malinovsky. Vitinha! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vlahovic finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Conceição stood his ground strongly. Thuram's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty. Face to face, can he finish? That is rather wayward.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Really well manoeuvred. Kenny has given away a free kick. Malinovsky. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Perrin, long ball by the goalkeeper. Conceição providing an outlet on that flank.
focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Francisco Conceição clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Clears it away.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
McKinney! Accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Cornet. And that could set him on his way. Rafa Silva! Oh, he's in the hard part, right, but not the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's McKinney. And it's played forward. Tries to think it through. Shot a goal! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Francisco Conceição. Malinovsky producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Openda wins the duel this time. João Mario. That's going to go a long way. Oh, well measured. And the counter is on. Big chance, must be! Gatti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vlahovic. Rafa Silva. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cornet. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Kelly gets across to intercept that. They get a throw in. Out again for a throw in. It's the Rafa Silva!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And it's McKinney. Nice physical challenge. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. João Mario. And the first 45 minutes. So steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now that's a fine challenge. They've won a corner. And it's hoisted clear.
That might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Vlahovic, Francisco Conceição, played towards the other side. Miretti, Rafa Silva, Vitinha. Rafa Silva, that's good running with the ball. Rafa Silva! I think it's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That toss surprised everyone. Kostic, lobbed in behind. It's out for a goal kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Driven forward, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Openda spread out to the left, and again, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Cleared away. Kelly. Miretti. So far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined...
He's had a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
This is gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rafa Silva. Rafa Silva! Try. Not good, so easily a bit different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Kelly forwards and with intent. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, can he get onto this? He's through here. And the ball's come loose here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. A chance to play it in. Vitinha! It's off target by quite a way.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Turan created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. Kostic going full steam ahead down the left flank. And he's there to clear it. And here's Milik.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
I'll be disappointed with that. Kelly shifted upfield. Francisco Conceição. Now it's Cornet. That looks a good ball through. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to get it away. Now it's McKennie. Oh, and the shot! And another try! It's in! And with the back slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings. Well, his stamina was called into question now, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Throw it. Cornet looking to run onto it.
There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
Rafa Silva! That's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Milik. Miretti. Out to the left it goes. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Conceição makes the interception. Rugani. Kostic.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Miretti. Locatelli, gently done. Over to the left. Kostic. Cross from Kostic. And that has been cleared. Moved on forwards. Miretti. Locatelli. This is it then, now or never. Eight forwards. There's Kostic. Kostic delivers with wit. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Locatelli. Miretti. They are right into last chance territory. David! Bang on target. So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Aim forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Malinovsky gently done. Sassuolo have put together a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nicely intercepted. Maremovic. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Pinamonti. Branch. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Time to deliver. It's a mighty effort! It's clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Junior Macias. Can he spark a counter here?
Yeah, Peter, just have a look at this and see how the strikers are drifting into wide positions now.
And that's tactical, is it? It's not been forced on them.
No, it's all related to the hope of creating space for midfield runners.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Aimed in towards the centre. Gets it away. Sassuolo have reclaimed it. Branch. Ekuban. Branch. So what can they make of this? Junior Macias. Picks one through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Offside that time. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Throwing. Matic laid out to the left flank. That has been cut short. Ostigard, he's gone direct here. Matic. There's a probing ball. Ekuban. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kone in acres of space out wide. He's good enough for that challenge. Here's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Of the highest order. That was beautiful, something close to genius. Sassuolo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Vestergaard. That's been drilled forward. It's run loose here. Rafa Silva! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Aim forwards. The message is clear. None shall pass. Chance here to counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared without complication. And it's out of play. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's onto it in a flash. Oh, it's come loose. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Moved on forwards. Grunbeck forwards and with intent. Now it's Pinamonti. Showing good feet. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Kone. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, good spread. Rafa Silva. He has found the way through. And the first half is done. One of many talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Kone, foot in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he can't get it over the wall. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sassuolo coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get what he wanted, and not many would have done that.
Kone. Time and again they are repelled. Rafa Silva. Junior Messias. Malinovsky shifted upfield. Oh, can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Malinovsky does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Malinovsky. Calmly anticipates.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shapes to shoot! Straight at the
Branch usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. Junior Messias. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Branch could move up a gear here. Aim forwards. Oh, this looks sharp. Cuts out the pass. Matic. And it's Franch. And he welcomes it in. He's found a way through. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And now the breakaway. Malinovsky. Played back in. Wins the duel this time. Strong running down that left flank. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Ustigard shifted upfield. Ustigard, aim forwards. Matic. And that could set him on his way. Goes for a shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And it's played forward. Ball's played through. clearly not happy with that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Malinovsky applies the finish! It's really well manoeuvred.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cross goes in there.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Vestergaard. That has been knocked clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Back. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
Albiol. That's been drilled forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Albiol shifted upfield. Forwards, Cornet, decent progress down the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest, winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Firmly anticipates. Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Meister knocks it out wide. There's the header! The tempo, not quite good enough. Østigard, and it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. So just the one early goal to report so far. He's had a shot! Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Aim forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cornet. Cornet. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rafa Silva. And it's Carboni. And the finish!
Carboni just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Raul Albiol. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driven forward. Meister, now he's off and running. That's a cute ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Zola. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. Nicely intercepted. Carboni finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He loves the contest. Moved on forwards. Meister looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's really well cleared. And the counter is on. Zola laid out to the left flank. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cornet. And he's Rafa Silva! Gets it away. Strong running down that left flank. Long time, excellent interception. And they can counter here. And it's Carboni. And that's been won straight back. Danger averted for now. Rafa Silva wins the duel this time. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Clear cut, it's a free kick. ball by the goalkeeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Muscular approach does pay off here. Aim forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ustigard forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. And back to the keeper they go. Ustigard gently done. There is the half-time whistle. One of the talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rafa Silva. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Moved on forwards. Deftly away. Here's a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication.
Cornet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Out to the right. Quadrado. Now here's the delivery. Clears it away.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Ustigard gently done. Quality ball. Ustigard, no, again there's no way through. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. That pass has been well intercepted. Aim forwards. Quadrado. And it's played forward. It's made its way to him. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, what about a counter-attack? Clipped into space. He's there to get it away, have it back, and can go again.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Unsola. Oh, he's found support out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goes for a shot!
Snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Moved on forwards, cuts out the pass. Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Real Albiol. Sergio, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Meister, now he's off and running. Oh, Red, nice interception. Great defending, strong and determined.
Plays it out wide.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Up towards the front line. Bushtigard concedes a free kick for that.
Tries to get it clear. England takes a shot! That's a decent finish. Back in. Albiol with the clearance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Does really well to win the ball there.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Quadrado.
Pisa really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
His positioning was spot on, and it's played forward. It's just beyond his reach. Let's a look and plays it forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's neat, and it's played into the middle.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, can he get onto this? Bushtigard. Really well manoeuvred.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Pisa really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Keeper's got good distance on that. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, this is quite a view. The atmosphere created by these manic fans, a stark contrast to the grey skies we see above. Regardless of impending rain, this should be terrific. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Zapata, is a real physical presence up front, Peter. He's got all the tools to make himself a top-class striker. He's got the strength in the air, decent pace, great ability to link up with anybody around the box. And he's a real handful for anyone going up against him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. That's been drilled forward.
He's onto it in a flash.
And he thumps it clear. Strong running down that left flank. Torino have been in fine form in front of goal. They've not failed to score in any of their last 5 games. Rafa Silva.
That's really well manoeuvred. Wonderkid gets over and intercepts. Rafa Silva.
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head.
Messina moves forward. And he cuts out the supply. This interception, his positioning was spot on.
He's in plenty of space here. He has found a way through.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Aim forwards.
Messina gently done. Malinovsky. Moved on forwards.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zapata, absolutely. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Malinovsky
Looking for a run-up. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Messina clears it away.
And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
That is a little undercooked.
Aim forwards. That has been knocked clear.
Messina
Forwards and with intent.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. He is through here.
Wonderkid gets it away.
Really well manoeuvred.
Wonderkid with the clearance.
And it's played forward. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Going to be disappointed with that. Rafa Silva.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
He's through. Here's a shot! Collective sigh of relief from the defence. Østigard gets across to intercept that. Ooh, can he get onto this? Oh, this looks sharp. Gonge, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Moved on forwards. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Zapata. Real chance! It's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Gonge. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. But he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Cut it out. In again. And he's there to clear it. Deftly away. He's in a great position. Turns and goes back.
It's looking pretty clear now, Peter, that the wide players have been told to get the balls in much earlier here.
Jim, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, crosses that are not carefully selected, but they are very effective.
Østigard has played it long. That looks a good ball through. Oh, great play! Chooses to go back. Surely a foul, free kick. Danger averted for now. Cornet. No way through, so back it comes. And the counter is on. Now it's Gonge. Messina. Aim forwards. Østigard gets it away. Malinovsky forwards with intent. Biragi with a fine tackle. Lofted upfield. Østigard makes the interception. Chance here to counter. Now Gonge. Well, that's well seen too. Malinovsky. It's run loose here. Messina, oh, good spread. That'll be the last act of the first half. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Great defending, strong and determined. Biragi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. In with the challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Ooh, played through for the wide man. Oh, smashing! We've got a goal! A breakthrough arrives at last! Lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and well interpreted.
penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off. Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. He needed more targets to aim at in the box.
He is onto it in a flash. Biraghi. Torino seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Malinovsky. Movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Zapata is fouled. It's really well cleared. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Going for goal! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Torino are level! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Torino grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Zapata played out towards the right wing. That has found him in acres of space. That's tidy, and that's it. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
So we've reached the hour mark. Can he latch on to this? Does really well to win the ball there. Quick ball upfield. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Zapata, now he's off and running. And he's there to get it away. Rafa Silva wins the duel this time. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
He's having a go. Decent chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Clearly not happy with that. And it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Biraghi. The pressing's intense, and it's played off. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's picked it up out wide. Up he goes! And kept out by the most elastic save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Could move up a gear here. Messina. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Malinovsky. Cornet. Malinovsky. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Picks it up out wide. He's found the way through. Does really well to win the ball there.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Clears it away.
Torino really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Simeone.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
And it's hoisted clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Up towards the front line.
Nicely intercepted.
Rafa Silva. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Torino clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rafa Silva.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
He's pulled him up for that challenge. And this is the big chance. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question.
Done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. He welcomes it in. Simeone! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Østigard, nicely aimed pass. And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well done, really robust.
We're not going to make any further progress now. Varela aim forwards. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Zielinski! Tries to get it clear.
Warning shot across the bow.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Moved on forwards. And it's DiMarco. Barella. Long ball looking to counter. Acerbi makes the interception. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
That's offside. Yes, it is.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, it's come loose. Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Inter Milan were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Barella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's the throw.
Well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
The referee's awarded a free kick. Might be danger here. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Zielinski scored in his last game, a first-half equaliser when he turned in a terrific cross. Luis Enrique. The referee's given a throw. And it's played forward. Into the land of a free kick. It's the keeper's ball.
Luis Enrique. That's not going far. Rustigard forwards and with intent. We expected better, and so did he. Inter Milan, the most prolific team in the league this season. Really well manoeuvred. Does really well to win the ball there. And he's managed to get free. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, that's a shoot! Cleared without complication. Aim forwards. That's put play to a promising move. Clearly not happy with that. Zielinski. Real chance here. Moved on forwards, and the counter is on. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Martinez, on ball by the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Barella is, of course, making his first start in quite a while now. It's gone for a throw-in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Marco is short. Cornet forwards and with intent. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Defending of the desperate variety. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Akanji. That is not the best ball.
He just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to do it.
Now it's Martinez. That's really well manoeuvred. Could move up a gear here. He is through here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. They conjure from this one. Real chance! No shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Marco, and reclaimed it in a trice. Marco, playing towards the other side. Luis Enrique, and it's played forward. Cuts out the pass. pressure. There's a youthful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Zielinski, played towards the front line. Referee's had a look. He's his whistle for half-time. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, a delicate chip through. It's made its way to him. Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they've got Reed.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Malinovsky! It's off target and by quite a way. Vestergaard, aim forwards. Malinovsky. The ball is loose and the chase is on. DiMarco. Great defending, strong and determined. Martinez. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Played with finesse. That looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Sucic. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique shifted upfield. Acerbi. Zielinski. Luis Enrique. Inter Milan getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. So, what can they make of this? Zielinski. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he thumps it clear. And here's Dumfries. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Dumfries has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And there's the shot! Here, keep the keeper honest. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. He has found the way through. Purring through the gears. Well, he's found it there. Well, it
was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Chance, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tries a measured ball. Thuram! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Inter Milan making another change here. That's a little off target. Di Marco was the brains behind the equaliser in their previous game. Looks to the other side. And here's Thuram. Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Steve Barella! It's there!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
The changes then in quick succession. Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
It's run loose here. Oh, it's a great... Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Proves too strong. Sucic, and back to the keeper they go. Keeper's got good distance on that. No way through there. And they can counter here. And it's Barella. Great ball if he can get there. It's come to nothing.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Akanji gently done. Dumfries played over towards the opposite flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. That has been knocked clear.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the finish! Didn't match the ball up.
It's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Rafa Silva.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rapidly approaching the end. Martinez.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's a throw. He is just caressing the ball. That's a throw. Cross goes in there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
It's a fighting looking ball, that. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Now it's Cornet. Can he find the finish? Varela looking under... And the referee brings it to a close. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that...